Mandalorian. Good. Darth Tormund spoke well of you before his death. I am Darth Marr of the Dark Council. I would retain your services.
Do you have a problem with bounty hunters? Or me in particular?
Your accomplishments are not without merit, but you are an outsider. If there were another, I would choose him. Put aside your contracts hunting smugglers and thieves. A more pressing situation has arisen. We will rendezvous in the Makeb system on the edge of Hutt space. No one must know. Take any precautions required for secrecy.
All right, the Makeb system. But no promises, Marr.
I expect none.
Darth Marr sent for me. Has he arrived?
He is on his way. Please follow me.
Shuttle Fuliginous en route to Docking Bay 8. Non-essential personnel must clear the area.
Tell no one of this meeting, Hunter. You are about to hear a truth that very few are aware of. The Empire is losing this war. Barring the unexpected or the miraculous, our total defeat will occur within the year.
Between infighting among the Sith and military incompetence, it's sheer luck the Empire survived this long.
Your tone is not welcome. Your sentiment is correct. Power plays have diminished the Dark Council. The Republic stands united while we bicker amongst ourselves. Our last chance, our only chance, is far from the front lines. The planet Makeb is the secret to victory, and its responsibility is yours.
If the Empire is this close to falling, why hasn't the Emperor intervened? Darth Malgus claimed he was dead.
The Emperor has been silent for many years, and that is his prerogative. But rumors of his absence have made our enemies bold. Makeb grew rich from mining and trade, becoming a neutral paradise for wealthy Cretans. It escaped the war due to its tactical insignificance. But now the Hutt Cartel has seized Makeb for itself. The Hutts believe that with our imminent defeat, the time has come to chase glory.
The Hutts are greedy, but they're not fools. Makeb is important to them somehow.
The Hutts chose Makeb not for its wealth, but for a substance called isotope 5, a mineral capable of twisting gravity and electromagnetic fields. The Hutts have kept it a secret, but 1 gram could provide a near-infinite power source. Isotope 5 could remake the Hutts into a force to rival the Republic.
The Republic can't be defeated with technology alone. If it could, we'd have won by now.
A fair complaint, but now only a combination of tactics and weaponry can save us. Despite the efforts of the Hutt's mercenaries, Makeb's leaders are requesting aid from the Republic, and the planet is on the verge of chaos. You must steal the Hutt stockpile of isotope 5 under cover of the conflict. Stealth is paramount. If the Hutts and Republic realize your intent, they will deploy overwhelming force.
Stealing from the Hutt Cartel earns you a galactic death mark. I'm in.
You will have a limited support team, specialists capable of performing their duty and willing to serve you unto death. But in short, you will be alone on a hostile world. With our lines crumbling, we cannot mount a full-scale invasion.
My lord, you're needed with the Cardelban fleet.
There is a cloaked shuttle waiting to deliver you to the surface. You may establish an uplink to your team once you land. Be wary and move with subtlety. If you fail, the Empire's last stand will be over before it begins.
You're the bounty hunter. I've seen your authorization. Sergeant Defane, 21st Starfighter Division. Flew sorties at the battles of Coruscant and Ilum. Decorated for both. Never thought I'd be in Hutt space while the Republic's chasing our fleet. Whatever we're after here, I hope it's worth it.
We're risking everything today. If it's not enough, the Empire falls.
My life for the Emperor. I should warn you, the flight's going to be rough. Atmospheric energy charge makes landing anything larger than a shuttle impossible. Our girl here's the right size, but she's built for stealth, not grit. Hold on tight.
This is orbital support to ground. Repeat, support team to ground. Codes verified. I don't know who you are, and when the Hutt's trying to listen in, I don't want to. Just tell me your condition.
I'm alive. As for who I am, let's say I have a reputation for jobs like this.
That'll have to do.
Top priority is to establish a corridor on and off-world. My team needs access planet-side, and you need an exfiltration route. Shuttle flights are unreliable, but Makeb has gravity hooks for slow-speed cargo transport. Ground-to-atmosphere turbo lifts, ready for capture.
You can survive a rough landing. We secure a landing pad, we keep things simple.
Just a minute. Logistics confirms a shuttle ride would trash our equipment. Unless you've got an alternative, we need the gravity hook.
Opposition will be heavy. When the Hutts took Makeb, they paid off the planet's defense force. Veteran mercenary band called the Interstellar Regulators. But sweep the bunkers around Gravity Hook 7, and you can wipe out the mercenaries and signal the all clear. Then hit the Gravity Hook itself, fast and quiet.
Mercenaries who change sides at the first sign of credits are thugs. I'm a professional.
I bet you are.
I'll stay online, but until we're planet-side, comms will be patchy. And there's one other thing.
Watch out for ground quakes. Couple of tremors hit the planet recently, and you don't want to get swallowed whole.
This is Gravity Hook 7 to Regulator Post 2X3. We have not received an all-clear signal. The strike team is on its way. Never mind. Signal just came through. Sorry, Commander, some sort of comm disruption. Must have been another ground quake.
This is support team to ground. That's one clear. Whoever you are, keep doing what you're doing.
This is Raspart to Regulator Post 2X9. The Archon's pet freak is cracking down on security, so we still need that all clear. Over. Coming in now. Got it. I'll let you get back to playing Pazak, or however you pass the time.
Support team to ground. Remember I mentioned the quakes? That was a minor one.
Nothing like having a planet move beneath you to keep you awake.
Guess the mercenaries aren't enough opposition then. I'll check in at the next bunker. Keep moving. And be sure not to leave survivors.
This is Gravity Hook 7 to Regulator Post 2X4. Receiving the all-clear signal now.
Last one. You should be able to hit the gravity hook without anyone sounding alarms. Play this right, the Hutts will never know. You'll have to assault the hook's base, then take a lift to the docking ring. That's where the command crew will be.
When the gravity hook is secure, I assume you join me? I'd like to put a face to that voice.
My team and I will be joining you. Yes. We have identified a member of the opposition. The mercenaries' overseer is the pet project of one of the Hutts running Makeb. He's an alien Wifid. Trained from the time he was a cub to be a Hutt Cartel enforcer. Big and brutal. Thought you should know. Support team to ground. We're in a shuttle and ready to dock as soon as you have control. I've got another favor to ask, though. See if you can get the mercenaries' Hutt overseer talking. I'd like a voice print from him.
The overseer may not be cooperative. Still, I can extract a few words.
Apsua Spido, Simiklo Drakinduk.
I'll keep trying, sir.
Juvarun se cuerva ni kavmak. Daugai. Dainoto ubusavu, Dainoto ubushapu.
I've worked with the cartel before. It didn't end well.
Simiklo Drakinduk. Duk now. Prim slim monita, Rikoka shuro reg.
You don't even realize what worms you serve.
Kondite kovraska, to bailogun.
Support team, the docking ring is secure. You may proceed to board.
Take positions, everyone. Bedaru, scan the base. Captain Honthor, you're on comms. You're the bounty hunter who used to work with Darth Torman, aren't you? Well, at least they're spending money.
Sir, the Hutts are calling, but we've got what we need to fake a response. What answer should I send?
Tell the Hutts that we had a shielding failure and radiation levels are rising. We have it under control, but we're temporarily quarantining the gravity hook.
Do it. I'm Catherine Niar, by the way. 8 years Ministry of Logistics, 3 months Black Ops Coordinator. Times being what they are.
Lord Sitharat, Tactical Advisor. My life for you, my loyalty to the Empire.
I'm here to organize the team and facilitate your needs. He'll suggest people to kill.
Darth Mar said I was in charge of this operation, so you'll follow my commands.
Gladly, sir.
My life for you.
If we're going to steal Makeb's Isotope 5 stockpile, we don't have much time. Once the Hutts figure out what we're after, they'll shut down our escape route.
Fleets burn over Balmorra to buy us this opportunity. We mustn't waste it.
Our proposed target is Solida Hesk, Mining Corporation executive. Secretly worked with the Hutts to study Isotope 5 and sell out the planet. She's hosting half a dozen Hutts and their bodyguards at her private resort. But if there's anyone who knows where the isotope is stored, it's her.
The Hutts won't be prepared for an assault. We cut through them and take the woman before they realize what's happening.
Agreed. I can offer you tactical data on site.
Transportation will be ready soon. You can break in, question her, and get her to turn over control of the corporate computers. Any words to your team before you go?
Do what you came to do, and don't look at me for inspiration.
I am here, securing the line. I gather you felt that. If these quakes continue, none of us may escape intact.
My fee doesn't cover environmental damage. Make sure to tell that to Darth Mar.
8 years Ministry of Logistics. I know how to move around cash.
No games. Solida Hesk and her corporation hold the secrets of Isotope 5. She is currently at her resort, hosting 3 Hutt clan lords.
Manju is a spice trafficker and slaver. Kabisho is a negotiator and advocate for the cartel. And Prodoranya runs an industrial moon.
Hesk has installed substantial automated security. And each Hutt also has a cadre of bodyguards. Resistance is inevitable.
Handling resistance is the only reason I came to Makeb. I'm prepared.
I do not doubt your abilities. The resort is built on a self-contained mesa. Isolate the mesa, and neither reinforcements nor fleeing witnesses will pose a problem.
There are only a handful of landing pads around the resort, so I'd suggest destroying the pads and the shuttles.
However, the Hutt's bodyguards are garrisoned at the landing pads as well. To cut off the resort, you will need to pass through them.
Killing may not be necessary. Do you have a holding facility ready?
We're short-staffed to run a prison, but I'll see what I can do.
I will monitor your position and update you as I can. May the Force grant you strength.
SWTOR Hesk should be around somewhere.
The Archon reviewed my security himself, and if you have a problem, well, why don't you slither back and let me handle this? The Republic's not a fan of bounty hunters these days, and you're not with the Hutts. Don't tell me the Empire wants Makeb too now.
I was hired to get information. I'm not choosy about how I get it. Tell me about Isotope 5.
Damn it! Fine. Yes, we discovered the Isotope 5 during deep drilling operations, and yes, my Hutt investors kept it a secret. But believe me, the Hutts are no friends of mine. Because their greed overwhelmed their sense, we're going to lose the whole blasted planet.
You sold out your whole world to a cartel of criminals. How did you expect it to end?
You're not understanding. I'm not being melodramatic. We are literally losing the planet. Makeb only has a few weeks left before the planetary core rips apart. That's what happens when you extract Isotope 5.
The ground quakes.
No more Makeb, no more Isotope, and no more fancy resort or corporation. So yes, I'll need Hutt allies once my planet is gone.
You doomed all of Makeb, and now you're worried about where to go next?
Yes, I am. Go ahead, watch my hands. I'm not triggering any alarm. There. I've granted access to my corporate systems.
Checking. We're in.
I have information, money, and influence, and I'm as happy to work with you as with the Hutts. Just help me survive.
She acts unforgivably.
She's not going to betray us today. And if anyone can mislead the Hutts about our presence, it's her.
Your assistance will not be necessary.
Right. I'm purging her security records, at least. The Hutt Cartel will know something happened, but they'll have to work for the details. We'll check her corporate data and wait for you at the gravity hook. We can chat about the end of the world.
We've got to have topographic scans, satellite imagery, something.
Hunter.
Right, welcome back. We found the Isotope 5's location in Hesk's files. The bad news? Getting to it is a problem. The good news? Makeb won't explode for weeks, so why worry?
I'm in command of this operation. When you report, you give me your attention and your respect.
Understood, sir. The Hutts are keeping the isotope at Stronghold 1. It's a massive vault built by the government for Makeb's treasury.
One entrance, unbreachable walls, 6 layers of security.
6, plus a prototype being assembled by the Hutts. Some kind of Isotope 5-powered droid in the early stages. We're going to need time to plan.
If Stronghold 1 is where the isotope is held, then how do we get inside without drawing the Hutt's attention?
What about a distraction? There's a message we intercepted.
Interstellar Regulator Command to the Archon. The civilians are getting restless. Had to stop a riot today. And it'll get worse if the Republic's involved. We're moving the hover tanks into settlements. That'll keep them locked down. And we'll level city blocks if we have to.
Imagine a world in revolt. With their attention on the civilians, the Hutts could not afford to move against us.
If the mercenaries are keeping the civilians in line, it's the mercenaries we need to target. That transmission mentioned hover tanks.
Hover tanks are the vanguard of the mercenary army. Armored and powerful. If you destroy them, the people could rally.
What about propaganda? Couldn't we send a message? Incite them somehow?
Tell them about mercenary atrocities and how the Republic has made a deal with the Hutts. Make them afraid.
It will be done. If you can destroy the hover tanks, I'll keep you up to date on the status of the revolution.
You go to war against the Hutts today. It will be an honor to observe.
The hover tanks have been destroyed, and the mercenaries... The hover tanks have been destroyed, and the mercenaries have been routed.
We have observed the enemy's flight. Riots have begun across the planet.
The Hutts just authorized the execution of any civilians not carrying ID. The mercenaries are demanding a raise.
I've killed people for money, but those men are animals.
To shed blood for one's home, one's beliefs, is glorious. There is no glory here.
There is something else. Some of the civilian leadership seems reluctant to take this opportunity to strike. We think they're laying low and regrouping. But if we're going to steal the Isotope 5, we need the civilian leaders organizing a full-on revolt. If I set up a meet, can you push them?
Diplomacy isn't my specialty, but I can try to make a revolutionary see the light.
There's a man named Polis Avesta, who's got influence with the rebels. He's holed up at an old plantation. You've already got half the planet riled up. Win over Avesta, and he'll make sure everyone's pointing the right way.
Stay back! Not one move!
Careful, ground team.
Listen to their voices. They cannot defeat you, but they stand defiant.
I've come for Polis Avesta. Where is he?
Right here. I received your message. You freed the settlements, and I'm grateful. But why would the Empire get involved at all?
My employers don't share their reasons, but if I were on the Dark Council, I'd be worried about Hutt expansion. We've given you an opportunity to fight back. You need to take it and organize a planet-wide attack.
And what if we say no?
I don't care what you say. I don't call the shots.
Fair enough. But I'll need to talk to the others. I can't make this decision for the whole planet.
I think that's a good sign. Once Polis is on board, get out and I can tip off the regulator mercenaries. Let them know Polis's attack is coming. Maximize the blood and fury.
Tipping off the regulators was not part of the plan.
We don't want the Hutts to win, but we need to draw the fight out as long as possible. I thought you'd like it.
These rebels battle for their people against unthinkable odds. They deserve our admiration.
It's done. Within 12 hours, we'll coordinate raids on the regulator bases and Hutt palaces. But we're still outmatched. Stay and help us plan.
I have other business, but when the fighting starts, I'll be there.
Then we'll see you on the battlefield.
I have what I need. Do I tell the regulators or not?
Let the rebels and the mercenaries fight their own battles from here on out.
As you wish. We'll await you at the gravity hook.
My teams say they're outgunned. Tell the Hutts to get us aerial support or the regulators walk.
The Hutts took our planet from us. Now we take it back!
Pagamalamaku, perge kikama.
Sir, we're getting a few hours before the fighting settles. That's our window to break into Stronghold 1 and steal the Isotope 5.
A proper greeting. Maybe you've learned your lesson.
All I want is to finish the mission.
Stronghold 1.
Right. The vault facility is built into a volcanic mesa. with a single entrance above the magma. It's also got sensors, alarms, enough to catch any thief who gets inside.
Once we're in, it will be too late to stop us. The Hutt's forces are already occupied.
Lockdown is still a problem. Can't have them trapping you inside. But our science consultant has an answer.
Niga manik nagig oya. Makini argam ki mamek wawak. Beraka karam kara. Ninyamak oramag yang megik. Mem amgap kugap kramanik. Umka kiga mayamak.
Assuming I proceed with a frontal assault, what then?
My squad will follow your initial insertion to cover your escape route. Once inside, expect heavy resistance. Regulator mercenaries and automated security, yes. But also specialists loyal to the Hutt Cartel.
There's also the Hutt's prototype Isotope 5 droid. Assuming it's online, which we probably should. Still trying to find its weak points, but we're out of time.
Well, if the droid is able to kill me, we'll know for sure that Isotope 5 is worth the trouble.
We'll keep working on the problem. We estimate the Hutts have mined about 100 kilos of Isotope 5. You'll be able to move it by hand with Sithorat's help. I think that's everything. We're at your service.
Once the Isotope 5 is off-world, transfer the credits to my account. Everything else I can handle myself.
Take care of the Empire. We'll take care of you. Nodrin, send that data on where to plant the explosives. Sithorat, get your team ready. All hands, let's go.
The last of the charges are in place. Support team, confirm.
Confirming. We'll get a major groundquake when those go off. Recommend you find shelter before detonation. The mercenaries' landing pad isn't far. Should be sturdy enough not to collapse.
What about the Hutts and Lord Sithorat's team?
The Hutts and the mercenaries are still busy with the revolt. Lord Sithorat and his strike team are on a mesa 3 kilometers north, waiting for word. We're all set. It's over to you.
This is the ground team, preparing to detonate charges.
Acknowledged. Status report?
Nanikara mirek agam. Ja uklibik.
There's a general alarm going out, but that's standard for a groundquake of this magnitude.
And the Stronghold won't be getting reinforcements while the Hutts are putting down the revolt. You're clear to go inside.
Before the day is over, we'll have the Isotope 5 and be off this world.
We'll support you however we can. Lord Sithorat's team will follow you in and hold the upper levels open. Good luck.
How could you not double the guard?
It was a ground. They happen every week.
You mercenaries have gotten soft, guarding a rich little planet all these years. The regulators weren't worth buying off.
One bounty hunter against a whole mercenary company. You paid the wrong side.
Huh. You're good. Fancy hardware, too. But you kill thugs, and I win wars. Before Makeb, my team took down a Basilisk war droid with an M7 rocket.
Don't compare service records. Kill the intruders and warn the Hutts.
Sorry. Another time.
We must warn the Hutts. We must.
You will do nothing. Hunter. With your leave, we will hold position here. No one will pursue you. No one will close off your escape route.
Do what you like. Maybe the mercenaries will trip over your body.
I will serve as best as I am able.
My lord, I'll start trying to access the security controls. Maybe we can link them to the gravity hook.
Begin. If we can bring Stronghold 1 under your control, perhaps it will be of use. We shall await your word.
Support to ground team. Sitharat's men got us into Stronghold 1 scanners. Radiation levels spike just ahead of you.
Naya Nugan. Jinim Naya, Lak Umnan Mege.
After all this time, I'm looking forward to seeing what this isotope can do.
Naya Narankam. Kala Ama Nani Mami. Libik Bak.
7.8 watt.
Bomo Gala Apayang. Nilama Imi Amka Angam. Kambul Chaki Nanu. Kinama Ami Bina Wangam Karak.
More firepower won't change the situation. The droid must be destroyed, and I will do the task myself.
Naya Narankam. Kala Ama Nani Mami. Libik Bak.
That's enough. The decision is made. Good luck in there.
Support team. I found storage tanks, but they're mostly empty. There's only one sample left.
Lapuram Amka. Mamni Nigak. Nagnaya Mamni. Gambram.
That can't be right. Keep looking.
The vault goes on. Nadrin, continue to scan.
Nulilak Apa Jam Kamgram. Amka Nemnang Nemua Inuk. Bomo Gala Apayang. Nilama Imi Amka Angam.
They couldn't have.
The Hutts used it all. They used up the isotope to make a damned army.
Can we extract what we need from the droids? Could there be another stockpile?
Mem Amgab Kugab. Kramanik. Umka Kiga Mayamak.
Look, you have a sample. Get out of there before those things activate.
Please stay. I am Sajin, first Archon of the new Hutt Empire, and Shadow Chief of the Conquest World Makeb. I'd been wondering about the Empire's presence here for some time, but of course, you wanted the isotope.
Who I work for and what I'm paid for isn't your business.
Oh, bounty hunter. You should have stayed with Nemro on Hutta. The only isotope 5 left on Makeb is locked in the planet's core, and when that explodes, there won't be any left at all. Our army of droids is being assembled at facilities across the planet. Your empire has nothing. Rumor is, even your emperor is missing.
What if I were willing to make a deal? What do you want in return for the isotope?
I want to reconquer the galaxy and restore glory to my people, of course. Now let's see how many droids it takes to eliminate you. More than one, I wager, but not many.
This is Lord Sitharat. There are reinforcements coming. We are under attack. Hunter. My team is attempting to aid you from the security center, but we cannot hold long. Awaiting orders.
What's the opposing force? What's your status?
I have 2 men down, and we face at least 30. Kala Jiwa Nimok. Bemgam Nyama Naya Aigam.
Notrin, you're going to get them all killed.
We will do our duty.
Bastard. Between you and Sitharat, We might be able to lower the Stronghold's heat shield and flood the vault with lava.
The droids would be buried in molten rock, but I doubt SWTOR's team would survive long enough to see it.
We're not leaving SWTOR and his people to die. We're pulling out. Rendezvous at the security station.
Orders received.
Go fast. Those droids could break free any time.
Weapons ready?
My lord, that's not a mercenary.
You came for us. I did not expect it.
I'm in charge of this mission. So long as I can help it, nobody dies.
That is not what I was taught about leadership. Thank you.
He's bleeding pretty bad, but we can evacuate from here.
I'll have a medic ready at the gravity hook. If we have to ship those people to Car City for surgery, we will. But I suggest you keep moving. Before the droids catch up, or reinforcements arrive.
The Hutts are aware of your presence, and the isotope 5 is gone.
Yes, my lord. We have a sample, and there's more in the core, but I failed.
Today, 3 planets fell to Republic butchers. I sacrificed those worlds and my legions to buy time for this operation. You are responsible for what happened on Makeb.
You hired me to steal the isotope 5 from the Hutts. Their stockpile never existed. You want the isotope 5 another way? That's a whole other job.
You begin to irritate me, mercenary. We have a chance to forge a new empire. An empire united in loyalty and passion, not simplistic dedication to an unseen emperor. But fail to procure the isotope 5 and the empire dies forever. Solve this.
Kam inu nemuk. Naja naya akam memnik miraka.
And we can't mine the isotope ourselves before the planet explodes. Even if the Hutts cooperated, we'd never get enough.
If the isotope 5 is locked in the core, and the core is about to detonate, then that's where we need to focus. How do we slow the destruction of the planet? How do we save Makeb?
I don't know if that's possible.
Beraka karam kara. Ninyamak oramag yang megik.
The Empire has no higher priority. Nadrin, contact the Science Bureau. Bring in any outside help you need. Niar, search Solida Hesk's databanks. Her mining company must have studied the planet's geology. The rest of you, maintain security and assist wherever needed. We have work to do.
They think they have something. Even if we can save the planet, though, the timing... If the Hutts realize the planet's not about to blow, they'll never leave willingly. We can't afford a ground war. We still need them to evacuate.
Monitor all Hutt communications. Those who suspect the truth must be eliminated.
Kala jiwa nimok. Bemgam nyama naya aigam.
Terra's engineering post here. Stabilizing Makeb's core is theoretically possible, but we don't have enough data.
Quest Geo-survey station. We need to induce the isotope 5 inside Makeb to release an energy pulse, allowing us to map all of its deposits.
Mem amgab kugab, kramanik, umka kiga mayamak.
Summarize the science for me, Nadrin. What am I doing down there?
Nibaga klamka, gakyam, glagnimu amya galak. Bomo gala apayang, nilama imi amka amgab?
If we do this, our best access point is the laser drill shaft, where the isotope 5 was originally discovered. The shaft runs kilometers under a mining station, and it's been abandoned, so probably treacherous. But less chance of Hutt interference.
I'll permit the operation, but I don't see why I'm part of it.
Lord Sitharat's team is being evacuated for treatment. You're the only one left.
Laporam amka, mamni nikag, nagnaya mamni, kamgram.
Be careful. The center of a planet isn't built for people.
Support team, do you read? I've arrived at the drill shaft.
Position confirmed.
Manalak laki, nabi nek kameraka. Kala jiwa nimok. Bemgam nyama naya aikam.
You really believe that unleashing Makeb's energy will prove harmless?
Kamiluman mayapaka?
I've been going through the mine site blueprints. I'll copy you on the data. And it looks like the machinery is offline. You want to flip the backup generators, get power to the turbolifts and logs. But there are life forms down there, big ones.
Are we talking about wildlife? Something native to Makeb?
Reports say the deep drilling caused an infestation of some kind. Why the rig was abandoned, I think. Could be relatives of those creatures in the caves around Stronghold 1. Be on the lookout anyway. Support team out.
Ground to support team. There's something blocking my way. The mine shaft is capped.
Checking the blueprints. Capping is standard practice when a site is shut down. There should be another route. All right, sending details. Head on in and get ready to run the experiment.
Ground team to support. We're in position.
Acknowledged. Signal when you've unloaded the equipment.
Nikak nanu inu. Akalak nebu ruma. Alem gugu inu. Nebek namkar.
Take your time. Something just came up to keep me entertained. Well, come and take me. Is the inductor fully charged?
100% in holding. Ready when you are.
Mamni lebek bak manuk. Meraka najaki nama bamyak. Kariyan pam pulun hektar.
Nodrin, what is that?
Kemapa amkam naya. Kimino nemu. Naja naya akam.
If I weren't down here about to be buried, I'd shoot you.
Lamgi memek. Lakchak lalu gelak. Jaki lemyap.
You need as much distance as possible. There's an emergency shelter near the cavern entrance. Go.
Don't move.
Weapon steady!
Funny thing is, I thought the Archon was being paranoid. Who keeps tabs on an old drill site?
Feel those tremors? In a few minutes, this cavern will come down on our heads. We need to get to the shelter.
Back on Wayland, how long did that Sith last?
Under a second, Sniper took his head off.
Okay then, we've got time. Squad 79 to carrier. We need reinforcements. Blast it.
We can still make it out of here. Give me your hand.
What?
Time?
6 hours. Sir, he must be running out of air.
Sir, we came as soon as we could.
The important thing is we survived. You did well. Now tell me about the team.
We came in as soon as those creatures cleared out. Set up a base camp on the mining platform. We got the data, though. Nodrin and the others, they think they can save Makeb.
You said you set up on the mining platform? Make sure it's secure, and you can brief me there.
Understood.
We've got another live one.
Regulator mercenaries, sir. Found them under the rocks. Still alive, if barely.
We can't handle prisoners, but I won't let them die. Get them Kolto and disable their comms. Then they walk.
On it.
We'll see you on the platform.
Akir Marakinika? Namki Kirumya Hanyan?
We finished the software for the laser drills. It should mean greater precision, but we've never worked with Makeb hardware, so...
Attention, everyone. Briefing begins now.
Hakmek Melo, Panik Mana Haripechalam. Nibaga Glamka, Agakyam, Glagnimu Amya Galak.
That experiment almost trapped me underground. Don't force me to replace you.
Belari Mimuchu, Bimno Kepam Nepak.
They're still figuring out the details, but it looks like we'll need to fully crew a couple of mining platforms.
Kare Nurak.
Problem is, our team can barely operate these wretched things. We need experts. Engineers and supervisors who can run the mining lasers under our command.
You're telling me that with all the Empire's knowledge at our disposal, we can't work a few pieces of machinery?
Work it, yes, but we don't have the manpower or the experience to be delicate, and according to Nodrin...
Namgam Kayapa, Kamki Perguruam.
Best option is to recruit the best and brightest of the locals. But that's going to get tricky. Watch.
This is the Archon to Phobium Squad Command. The Imperial forces are desperate, and I believe they intend to mine what isotope 5 they can before the core erupts. But the Imperials will need assistance. Have your men place all engineers of level 7 and above under protective custody.
He's wrong about our goal, but it doesn't matter. The Archon's got Black Ops mercs kidnapping the people we need.
If they're still alive, they can still be made ours. Give me everything you know.
Phobium Squad is an off-the-books team of regulator mercenaries. Assassins the Hutts brought out with cybernetics. They're holding the workers in groundquake shelters. A few engineering chiefs who escaped joined a Republic refugee caravan. Won't be long before Phobium Squad catches them too.
You said Phobium Squad was paid off in cybernetics?
Cybernetics, stims, all the latest from Nar Shaddaa. They could buy slave colonies on their salaries. But this is tech not on the market. One more thing. We're still decrypting the order, but it looks like the Archon sent an Isotope 5 droid to help secure the caravan. Just to make things difficult. I'll stay in touch from here. Anything you need, let us know.
Please, we did everything you asked.
Not your fault. New orders say you die.
What?
Get to the nearest mining platform. You will be protected. mercenaries are no longer a concern.
I'll have a team get them to safety. Nicely done.
What's going on? You're not with the Hutts?
Show a little gratitude. We'll get you to safety. Nice work, Hunter.
I'm nearing the coordinates of the Republic evacuation caravan.
All right. It's full of random civilians fleeing the planet. But there are 3 members of the Government Mining and Geological Committee along for the ride. Smartest engineers on Makeb. Get them out, and we're looking pretty.
They had a machine with them. Massive droid.
Sounds like an Isotope 5 droid. Any chance I can get air support?
If we had skyfighters to lend you, don't you think you'd have seen them by now?
I had to ask.
I can't. Who are you?
I've done what I can, but you're still weak. Call for help after the battle.
Thank you.
Phobium squad must have caught up. And it sounds like our intel on the Isotope 5 droid was right. Be extremely careful.
Stay back! Stay back! I heard rumors the imps were on Makeb, but this is not about the war. We're just getting civilians off-world.
The Hutts are enough enemy for both of us. There are 3 engineers traveling with you. I want to talk to them.
I'm not sure I can do that.
It's okay, Captain. If you want us to mine for you, you're a little late. Word is the planet's core is unstable. Whole place is coming apart.
Pack your things. My employers will tell you the details somewhere safe.
I don't think so. These people are under my protection. I won't let you kidnap them.
You have no choice.
Only our Republic escort, so far.
You wanted us. We surrender. You can afford to let everyone else escape the planet.
Support team, get someone who can bring these vehicles online. I want the civilians out of harm's way.
Acknowledged. I'll see who we can spare. Team is on the way. They can escort your recruits as well. When you're ready, meet us back on the mining platform. Science squad is about done prepping. Time to save the planet.
Are we all here? Sir, we'll start the briefing at your command.
Nani kara mirek agam, ja uklibik.
The Isotope 5 deposits in Makeb's core generate powerful gravitational and electromagnetic fields. Until recently, those fields maintained the core's equilibrium.
The rapid removal of Isotope 5 caused the fields to fluctuate and destabilized the core. Now Makeb is tearing itself apart.
Nebaga imana, naki naya, bila maknam unya kamna lebek.
You're proposing to destroy the planet, not save it. Are you admitting failure?
Nimgeb kebaba, namia kemgam. Nani kara mirek agam, ja uklebek.
There won't be time for the mantle to fully crack before the core settles into a new state of equilibrium.
The acceleration won't be easy on the planet. The ground quakes will be worse than ever, and the aftershocks will continue for months. The mesas will disintegrate, the cities will burn, and the gases released will likely poison the atmosphere. But it's that or total annihilation.
You'll see a new Makeb, and when it's over, the Isotope 5 will be intact, and ready for harvest.
If all this works and we don't die horribly, if we still can't mine the isotope, then it was all for nothing.
My team is working on guidelines for future mining operations. We'll need to be careful, but the task is manageable.
Kambul Jaki Nanu. Kinama Ami Bina Wankam Karak?
The timing's perfect. The whole population is fleeing the planet, so that'll get rid of the Hutts while we work. But the Archon still thinks we're trying to mine the isotope. He sent his forces to blockade the laser drill platforms. All his forces.
This isn't the first time he's interfered. What if he knows we're trying to save the planet?
In that case, he'll convince the other Hutts to halt the evacuation.
We'll keep an ear out on the Hutt's communications. Should tell us something.
You'll want to scatter the Archon's armies around 3 drill sites, so our engineering teams can move in. We've spotted Isotope 5 droids advancing on the nearest platform, programmed to target you personally, according to intercepts. I'd take it as a compliment.
I've been hunted by Jedi, Sith, and everything in between. A Hutt and his droids are chump change. Engineering teams, prepare to move out.
For the Empire!
Lord Sitharat would have had tactical advice, but all I can say is... kill the rotters.
The mining platform is secure. Send the engineering team.
Engineering team moving in.
Get to your stations. Medic, load the drill program. Then warm up the laser.
1 platform down, 2 to go, and the next has a regulator battalion around it. The Archon sent hover tanks, an air force, and armored marines led by the Warhound.
To stand alone against an army is a glorious thing. Bring on the next fight.
Sending the tactical data your way, then. The Warhound founded our favorite mercenary company. 70 years old and sealed in a battlesuit. He's commandeered dreadnoughts. And he's our second biggest problem. Top pick is the Skyfighters, built for low-atmosphere combat. They'll shred our engineers unless we get some portable artillery.
Let the Skyfighters come. I'll bring them down one by one.
It's not you I'm worried about. It's the bombing run after you're gone. But the Warhound squad is armed with heavy rockets. They'll take apart the Skyfighters nicely, if you can borrow a few.
The best enemies carry the best weapons. Anything else?
If you can take out the Warhound himself, it'll hit morale hard. But trophies are no good if our engineers are bleeding or in pieces. Support team out. Good luck.
I have the 2nd platform secured. Send in the engineers.
On their way.
Take care of things here. Any information on the final target?
The last drill platform is surrounded by heavy cannons and the Archon's personal guard. Whiffids and their hunting pets. The Whiffids and their hounds can locate our people by scent. And even if our engineers get through, the cannons can obliterate the platform as a last resort.
That army isn't meant to kill me. The Archon's trying to slaughter any of our people who get close.
He knows he can't stop you, but he can still win.
I have the last platform under control.
That's it then. Let's hope for the best.
The laser drill is at full power. We're following your program.
The Hutts are reporting Palratha Mesa just collapsed. Tell me this is working.
Narrowing beam by 0.02%. We've got magma flooding the drill shaft.
Mamni lebek bak manuk. Meraka najaki namapamyak.
Be proud, all of you. This planet was about to die, but today, we overcame death itself.
This is Station 1. One of our stabilizers burst.
Fine. Now let us go. We can get off-world and never bother you again. Please.
You did what was asked, and there's no point in dying. Get to safety, but understand this. Tell anyone what happened, and the Hutts will find out. If they know Makeb is safe, they'll never give up your world.
We won't spread it around. Thank you.
Agagamka ungeg. Apak nekara memyologopik.
Sir, message from Darth Mar, but I'm getting interference.
The Republic and Hutt fleets are abandoning the Makeb system. They report that the planet is in its death throes.
Never trust a Hutt. You put a bounty on Makeb, I'm delivering the planet, intact.
Then the world is stable. Impressive. I have a fleet positioned several light years away. When the last Republic and Hutt ships have fled Makeb, mine will secure the system within the week. Makeb will be ours.
Mem amgap kugab kramanik. Unka kiga mayamak.
If people can't communicate off-planet, the chances of the truth spreading are minimal.
Agreed. Could be a boon. When you're good to travel, we can meet back here. Celebrate and sleep.
Karakam konkak. Kwamanan binimak.
Protocol says to get the alarms online.
Gagi ne paninu. Amkambina beknemu kemgram.
Lane didn't make it. Protosen's on one leg, but he can hold a rifle.
Sergeant, correct? You're part of the support team?
I was Lord Sitharat's second. Trying to run security now, but the Archon's mercenaries hit us hard.
Jukagi nempanino. Amkabino beknemu kamgam.
Cowards grabbed our people and ran. They wanted prisoners for interrogation.
Do we have a way to contact the Archon? Try to make a deal?
You want a deal? Sorry, right. Try the cartel frequency.
Noribi amgan. Young hamgam kam kalam.
Look, Neo's tough, and so are my boys. But if the Archon works them long enough, someone will talk. He learns we've saved Makeb, the Hutts stop evacuating. We're back where we started. That shuttle flew toward the Archon's estates. I'm down to 2 fit men and 1 blaster pack. If you want to hit back, I can get you field intel.
I'll take care of the Archon. Flamethrower or carbonite freeze?
Make it hurt. Expect a lot of automation. Droids, turrets, particle shields. Anything the Archon would hold back or couldn't use on the battlefield. He knows you're coming, and he's got the home team advantage. So basically, it's a death trap.
Nelalu kamim nehamiga. Nakaka. Manya la liga. Nemua pemguana. Kumia yang mem gamba paka. Mepum inu aka. Lanubuma mapulevek.
You're the scientist, Nadran. Get a handle on the situation and let me focus.
You'd better go. The prisoners will have landed by now, which means the Archon's probably shining up his pain droids. Besides, if he makes them talk, the Hutt fleet will melt you, me, and Nadran's drills from orbit. Give him hell.
We have control of the guard station, but there's heavy opposition. Recommendations?
Biggest problem is the force fields. Archon's got his mana sealed tight inside those things.
Nemua pemguana. Kumia yang mem gamba paka.
Right. Anyway, there are laser turrets all around the compound. Turn them on the mana, might be enough firepower to down the force fields.
Nadrin, how difficult would it be to collapse the manor where the ground quake?
Nebaga imana, naki naya, bila maknan unya kamna lebek.
And we'd be short on leads if it turned out our hostages weren't in there. This way, we can interrogate the Archon ourselves if we have to. Once the force fields are down, should be a straight line to him.
Nimek bagi naya, napi kara hiccup, naya karak.
Force field's blinking, but she's not down. You need more firepower. Force field is down. Get our people back before the Archon learns everything.
Ground to support team. I found our missing people. Checking for survivors.
Sir, I'm sorry. The Archon, he had machines. He put a tube in my head. He knows we saved the planet. Son of a sow's gonna tell the Hutts.
Hold still. It's not your fault. No one can stand up under that kind of interrogation.
Shut up and follow me.
I have 300 men waiting for shuttles. You promised time to evacuate.
You have been paid. That alone should still your simian tongue. Besides, Makeb is not exploding, and I now have proof. Prepare to attack all Imperial positions. Once the atmospheric interference clears, I will alert the fleet.
Archon, you attacked my people. You tortured them. Did you think I wouldn't find you?
By no means. Invading Stronghold 1, seizing the laser drills to save Makeb. From the start, you have impressed me. Alas, it is the Hutt Empire that will receive Makeb's bounty. My people will no longer be mocked as we are envied. We will not be criminals, but kings.
The Empire has worked with the Hutt Cartel before. Why not work together again?
Because the destiny of Hutts is not to trade and scheme. It never was, no matter how far we fell. In ages past, the Hutt Archons were warriors and judges, exemplars of my people's strength. Observe, all of you. You will see a Hutt battle as few have for 10,000 years. You haven't won. You hear me? Your secret is already out. My mercenaries are spread across Makeb. You cannot stop them before they contact my fleet.
Of course he can. All he has to do is kill everyone on the planet.
Niar, what do you mean, kill everyone on the planet?
You know what I mean. The laser drills, the ground quakes. What else are scientists for?
You're bluffing.
Wouldn't be the first world the Empire's destroyed.
Maharunga naya mekrunin. Karakam geganyan. Gemapa amkam naya. Kimino nemu. Nasa naya akam.
Await my orders, Nadrin. Archon, your mercenaries may be able to contact the Hutt fleet, but I control the fate of Makeb. Time to bargain.
A true Hutt does not bargain, and I would die for my people's glory.
I bet you would. You paid the regulators to lock down Makeb, but we've gone way beyond that, and I've seen what the Empire can do. You want to bargain for your secret? You bargain with us.
There's still a lot of people on Makeb. Evacuate them safely and forget the Empire was here. You will be compensated.
Agreed.
You will be marked forever as betrayers. Your children will be the lowest of slaves, toiling eternally in filth.
It's a better deal. That's all.
See you off-world.
You want us to handle the Archon, or have you got it under control?
Collect him and deliver him to Darth Mar. I expect there's a price on his head.
I will not be the last. The Hutt Empire will return.
I'd have seen him fry. But it was nice, not killing the planet. I can't feel my hands. I'd have liked to see Droman Kars again. But you'll make sure it was worth it. Makeb, I mean. While the war's still going on. Make sure we survive.
There may still be time to get you a medic. Try not to talk.
It's all right. We knew it was a suicide mission. Don't think I could have borne it otherwise. It's been an honor serving. Better than labeling boxes the rest of my life.
Ground team to support. The planet is secure.
This is Sergeant Badaru. I think we're done. But Darth Maul will need a brief from the station. I'll set it up. Support team out.
The planet is stable.
Laporam amka, mamni nikag, nagnaya mamni, kambram.
Sergeant Badaru is seeing to security on the ground, and Lord Sithorat's almost fully recovered. He'll be back from Droman Kars shortly.
Enough. You have done your part, Hunter. You found the support team satisfactory?
My people did their part. What about your fleet? Is it ready to surround the system?
As soon as the Republic and Hutts complete their evacuation.
For the next month, each gram of isotope 5 we procure will be needed for our defenses. The next phase of the war begins. The Hutt Cartel is weak and scattered, and the Jedi will turn back to us. At last, they are prepared to shed blood.
We spent too long on Makeb. It's about time we fought the Republic again.
The chance is coming.
Fellow citizens of the Republic, the Hutt crisis is over, and we have again proven that compassion is not a weakness, but our strength. Yet that is not why I stand before you. Instead, I can finally confirm what many have suspected for months. The Sith Emperor is dead.
A Jedi strike team confronted the Emperor during a recent attack on Droman Kars. Now a joint SIS and Jedi committee has concluded that the galaxy's greatest villain is gone forever.
This does not change the fight ahead. The Dark Council remains the true political power in the Empire. But it sends a message to the Sith and their followers. We are coming for you.
They speak truth. The Emperor is gone. Dying if not dead. No matter what our propagandists say, he will not be mourned.
You almost sound like you expected this.
The Empire exists to war against chaos. We pit armies against life, and death is our solace. The Emperor forgot this. Now is our chance to reforge in the flames of battle, to reshape the Empire into an image of unity and strength. You led our team on Makeb to victory. Stand with the Empire in the coming months and counsel our generals. You will see us rise to glory once again.
You want me as more than a troubleshooter. You want an advisor. Is that why you sent me here?
I sent you to Makeb because I had no other recourse. The rest is the reward of success. Today you bought us time. Isotope 5 will pay for the Empire's new foundation, and the Republic knows nothing of our actions.
We will speak when the enemy strikes again. Together we will choose the destiny of the Empire and retake the galaxy.